Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, episode number 127 for Friday, February the 6th, 2009. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungart and thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't been to nitpicket.com recently, that's nitpicket.com, you should check it out because I posted another podcast this week. I went solo and I did one about television, talked about Lost again. Big love, a lot of television I watched this week, so check that out. Also, this weekend I'm going to see Push, and I will be recording a podcast with Jimmy, one of my other Nitpicket writers, and someone else. So check out nitpicket.com. The Nitpicket podcast is going to come out every single Wednesday, so look for it then. Also, check out dampercast.com. That's DAMPERCAST.com. I started a new podcast with my best friend Andy. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. That's going to come out every single Friday, so look forward to that. The film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is He's Just Not That Into You. And this film is directed by Ken Kwapis, who is primarily a television director. He did a number of episodes of The Bernie Mac Show. I believe he did 1 or 2 episodes of Freaks and Geeks. Larry Sanders Show. Really great comedic television director. Very pretty renowned. This film stars Ginnifer Goodwin, Kevin Connolly, Scarlett Johansson, Bradley Cooper, Justin Long, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Connelly, Drew Barrymore. Pretty stellar cast. Lots of well-known people. And the film is based on the book He's Just Not That Into You, which was written by Greg Behrendt, who's a comedian, and he wrote for Sex and the City. Another writer wrote it, but it's kind of a self-help book for women about if a guy doesn't call you, it's because he's not that into you. Move on. And this is a movie based on that, which is kind of weird because the book doesn't have a story. It's very much a self-help book. And one of my favorite Woody Allen films is kind of similar to that. Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex, but Were Afraid to Ask, which is not really based on the book, just borrows the title, and Woody Allen kind of used it to tell these funny, kind of sketch comedy style gags. That very funny movie. You haven't seen Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex, But Were Afraid to Ask. Very funny Woody Allen movie. One of his, definitely in the realm of his earlier comedy works. He's Just Not That Into You is, it's like a bunch of people living in Baltimore, all these different stories intertwine, and Ginnifer Goodwin is kind of the star, and I love Ginnifer Goodwin, so I think there is a lot to really love about this movie. I think the cast is really great. First of all, you're getting to see actors like Ben Affleck and Jennifer Aniston, who really do a lot of shit, but it was great to see them in something that was better, that they weren't embarrassing themselves, and it's not Rumor Has It, it's not Phantoms, is that what it's called? Phantoms, that shitty Ben Affleck sci-fi movie? So it was nice to see Jennifer Aniston and Ben Affleck be good in something. I enjoyed that. Also really great to see some like television actors that I love that I haven't seen in many films. It was great to see them on the big screen, like Kevin Connolly, who I think is the only good part of that Entourage at this point. Entourage is a steaming heap of crap at this point. Ginnifer Goodwin from Big Love. She is so charming and so sweet in everything she does, and I really, really loved her in this film. And Bradley Cooper, who I really haven't seen around that much since his Alias days, and he's great on Alias, and he's great in this. Two of the actresses that I didn't care for, Drew Barrymore, I thought her storyline could have been written out and no one would have cared. I also didn't, but I don't like Scarlett Johansson in really anything, hardly, except for Woody Allen films and Lost in Translation. And I thought she was especially awkward in this film. I think the film is a little surfacey. I wasn't expecting a really, in-depth relationship comedy drama or anything like that. And I definitely enjoyed most of the movie. I think it's okay. The only part about this movie that I think is inexcusable is that this movie is 129 minutes long, which is way too fucking long for this movie. And the narrative of the film really doesn't move it along very quickly. It feels 129 minutes long. John Waters, the director of Hairspray and Pink Flamingos. If you want to see one of the most bizarre and grotesque films ever made, see Pink Flamingos. John Waters said that no movie should be over 90 minutes. And while that's a ridiculous thing to say, I don't necessarily disagree with it. And I think this film really could have used a lot of trimming because it really starts to really, really drag in some places, especially towards the end of the film. There's this subplot about Jennifer Aniston's father who has a heart attack in the film. I didn't care about any of that. I really just wanted them to move the picture along and have it be funny. And it was trying really hard to be something a little bit more than a romantic comedy. But I think in this case, it just would have been better had they just stuck to their guns and made a romantic comedy that was funny and kind of thoughtful. Ken Kwapis is a television director, so I'm surprised this movie ran so long, but maybe he was just trying to, I don't know, but way too fucking long. I give He's Just Not That Into You a 2.5 out of 5. I would say rent it. It was okay. If you guys like this review, make sure to head over to nitpicket.com. That's nitpicket.com for all my reviews. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.